Listen up because court is in session. I am the auto judge and I have spent more than 20 years presiding over the mechanical failures and financial disasters of the automotive world. Right now there are 3 SUVs sitting on used car lots while salespeople are basically begging people to take them and somehow nobody wants them. The first one is a secret recommendation from every mechanic I know. The second one is so reliable it is honestly boring. But the last one, that one is almost unfair. It should not be this cheap for what you are getting. Yet here you are overpaying for a Toyota RAV4 like it is a limited edition sneaker drop or the last bottle of water in a desert. Welcome to the Auto Judge, where we do not care about fancy badges. We care about you not crying in a repair shop parking lot while eating a sad granola bar. I have spent over 2 decades under cars and occasionally yelling at cars, and I have watched people ignore some of the best SUVs ever made just because the logo did not impress their neighbor who still owes them $20 for a pizza from 1999. Today we are fixing that. Before we dive into these hidden gems, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button so the algorithm knows you have a brain, and leave a comment below telling me which car you think is the biggest ripoff on the market today. Mazda CX-5. This SUV has one of the lowest repair costs in America. And yet, it depreciates like it offended someone personally at a wedding. I am serious. This thing loses value faster than a brand new phone the moment you open the box and drop it on the sidewalk. And that is great news if you are the one buying it used. I had a customer come in not too long ago with a 2017 CX-5 Touring. It had about 160,000 miles on it. Original owner. She walks in looking like she is about to hear her house has termites and the roof is made of crackers. She says, "All right, Judge, what is about to go wrong?" So, I put it on the lift, check the suspension, scan the system, and inspect the transmission fluid. I am looking for something. Anything. A leak, a squeak, a bad vibe. Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. At that point, I almost felt bad charging her for the inspection. I felt like a doctor telling someone they are too healthy. I told her, "Ma'am, you basically brought me a perfectly functioning toaster with wheels. Come back in another 30,000 miles. She looked at me like I just told her dog could do her taxes and was filing for a refund. Here is why these things are so solid. Mazda did not try to be cute with this car. They did not put in a turbocharger that turns into a ticking time bomb at 100,000 miles. There is no CVT transmission pretending to be smooth while actually planning your financial downfall behind your back. It is just a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine paired with a traditional 6-speed automatic. It is simple, it is proven, and it is boring. And listen to your judge. Boring is exactly what you want when you are talking about reliability. Mazda calls it the Skyactiv G engine. And here is the nerdy part for the jury. It runs a compression ratio of 13:1. That is high. Like a college student trying to impress someone with a philosophy degree high. But instead of blowing itself up, it actually improves fuel efficiency. You are looking at around 25 miles per gallon in the city and about 31 miles per gallon on the highway depending on how heavy your lead foot is. Now, let us talk money because this is where the market gets disrespectful. A 2018 Mazda CX-5 Touring with around 70,000 miles will cost you about $15,000 to $18,000. Meanwhile, a similar year Honda CR-V or Toyota RAV4 is going for $20,000, $22,000, or even more if the dealer had a good morning coffee and feels greedy. That is a $5,000 difference for a car that, in many cases, will actually cost you less to maintain over time. Let me give you real shop numbers. The most expensive repair I have personally done on one of these was a water pump that cost the customer about $580 total. That is not a repair bill. That is just a mildly painful dinner in Los Angeles where they charge you for the air you breathe. Meanwhile, I have seen CR-V owners walk in with $900 surprises like it is a monthly subscription they forgot to cancel. If you are shopping for one, here is what you check. First, the infotainment control knob. If it feels loose or weird, the previous owner treated it like a video game controller during a boss fight. Second, get it on the highway. Accelerate from 45 to 70 miles per hour. If you feel a vibration, the motor mounts might be worn. That is about a $400 fix. Not the end of the world, but do not pay full price. Third, check the paint around the hood. Some of these had paint issues that peel like a bad sunburn after a day at the beach. So, who should buy this? If you want a reliable daily driver that won't drain your wallet, this is it. If you actually enjoy driving and want to turn corners without feeling like you are steering a commercial refrigerator, this is definitely it. Mazda somehow made an SUV that handles better than it has any right to. Who should skip it? If you need a massive amount of cargo space for your collection of giant teddy bears, it is a little tighter than a RAV4. If you are trying to go full off-road warrior mode and climb a mountain, this is not it, chief. But here is the simple math. Buy it for $16,000, drive it for 150,000 miles, and spend maybe $2,500 to $3,000 total on maintenance. That is not a car. That is a financial cheat code. Kia Sorento. This one is hilarious to me because it is the SUV that people walk past on the lot like it just told a really awkward joke at a funeral. Meanwhile, the guys in the back with the grease on their hands are saying, "Yeah, I would trust that thing to take my kids across the country." And that right there is the ultimate verdict. I had a guy come in last year. Mid-40s, 3 kids, looked tired in the way only minivans and a relentless school schedule can make a man look. He was about to buy a 2017 Ford Explorer with 92,000 miles. The dealer wanted $18,500. He asked me to check it out, so I did my job. I pulled the history, looked at the upcoming maintenance, and checked the common issues. I told him straight to his face, "You are about to spend almost $20,000 on a car that is going to ask you for another $3,000 for dessert very soon. That EcoBoost engine is great when it is working, but when it is not, congratulations, you have just unlocked turbo problems and cooling system drama." He asked me what I would buy instead. I grabbed my phone, pulled up the listings, and showed him a 2018 Kia Sorento SX with a V6 engine. It had 60,000 miles and was priced at $14,000. It had more power, less mileage, and was $4,000 cheaper. He looked at me like I just recommended putting pineapple on a pepperoni pizza, but he trusted the judge. He bought it. That was over a year ago. Do you know how much he has spent on repairs since then? $112. And I wish I was joking. That was an oil change and a cabin air filter. That is not maintenance, that is just a light snack for the car. Here is the secret. Older Kias. Yeah, we do not talk about those in polite company. They were basically disposable cameras with wheels. But from 2016 to 2020, Kia actually figured it out. The 3.3-liter V6, known as the Lambda 2 engine, is legitimate. It is naturally aspirated. No turbo to blow up, no timing belt to snap, just a timing chain designed to last longer than most people keep their New Year resolutions. And the transmission is a proper 8-speed automatic. It is not one of those experimental dual-clutch setups that shifts like it is having a midlife crisis and questioning all its life choices. This is a traditional torque converter automatic. It is smooth, predictable, and durable. You know, like transmissions used to be before engineers started getting too creative for our own good. Now, let us talk about the part nobody pays attention to but everyone should. The warranty. Kia came out swinging with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That is basically Kia saying, yeah, we are pretty sure this won't explode. And that kind of confidence matters when you are signing those papers. Here is where the math gets wild. A 2018 Sorento V6 with under 80,000 miles sits around $13,000 to $16,000. Meanwhile, a Toyota Highlander from the same year is $22,000, $24,000, or even $26,000. That is a difference of up to $10,000. $10,000. That is not a small gap. That is a luxury vacation, a massive home upgrade, or 10,000 tacos depending on how you spend your weekends. In the real world, the reliability gap is nowhere near as big as that price gap. If you are checking one out, here is your checklist. First, make sure you are getting the V6. The older 4-cylinder models, especially those from before 2015, had issues that will make you want to pull your hair out. We are not here for that drama. Second, test the all-wheel drive system. Find an empty parking lot, turn the wheel all the way, and drive in a tight circle. If it clunks or feels weird, walk away. Third, check the infotainment screen. Some of these start looking like they are melting internally. It is not dangerous, just annoying and costs about $300 to $400 to fix. Fourth, look at the third row. If it looks like a war zone where juice boxes exploded and crumbs from 2017 are still thriving, that tells you the previous owner treated the car like a trash can. So, who should buy this? If you have a family and need space without destroying your retirement fund, this is a no-brainer. You get 3 rows, V6 power, and you are not paying the Toyota tax. Who should skip it? If you are obsessed with your image, this won't impress the neighbors. Nobody has ever shouted, "Wow, look at that Kia," with genuine excitement, but your bank account will be doing backflips. This is one of the easiest SUVs to live with. It is simple to work on and cheap to maintain. The only reason it is still cheap is that people are stuck in 2005 thinking Kia hasn't changed. Their loss is your gain. Toyota Highlander. Yeah, I know half of the jury just went, "Really, Judge? That is your big secret." Stay with me, because this right here is the SUV people disrespect for the dumbest reason possible. It looks like something your friend's mom drove to soccer practice in 2008. Because of that, people ignore it and go spend $8,000 more on something worse. Let me tell you about one of my favorite customers. She came in, mid-40s, professional, long commute, wanted something reliable but a little nicer. Her budget was around $28,000. She had been shopping for a Lexus RX 350. Good car. No argument from me there. But I asked her, "Have you looked at a Highlander?" She laughed. Actually laughed. Said, "That is a mom car." So I walked her outside, pointed to my own vehicle, a 2016 Highlander Limited. At the time, it had about 190,000 miles. I told her I bought it at 85,000 miles for $19,500. Do you know how much I had put into it? About $2,000 total. And that included a full brake job, tires, and a water pump at around 175,000 miles. That is it. No drama, no breakdowns, no tow truck stories. She bought a 2017 Highlander XLE the next week for about $22,000 with around 70,000 miles. She texted me recently. She is now at 140,000 miles with zero mechanical issues. Her exact words were, "Why does nobody talk about this car?" I will tell you why. Because people buy with their eyes, not their brains. Now, let us get into why this thing is so good. The 2014 to 2019 Highlander comes with a 3.5-liter V6, the 2GR engine family. If you know anything about Toyota, you know that engine is basically immortal. It is the same DNA as what you get in the Lexus RX. Same block, same engineering philosophy, just without the luxury tax. No turbo, no timing belt, just a timing chain and no nonsense. It is an engine that wakes up every morning and says, "Yeah, I will do another 300,000 miles. Why not? I have nothing else to do today." I have personally seen multiple of these go over 300,000 miles. Not internet story miles, real cars, real customers, original transmissions. It is the kind of reliability that makes mechanics slightly bored and very happy. Now, let us talk transmission. If you go 2017 and newer, you get an 8-speed automatic. It is smooth, efficient, and tough. The 2014 to 2016 models have a 6-speed automatic. Also solid, just slightly less efficient. Either way, you are not dealing with anything fragile. Fuel economy for a V6 is actually respectable. Around 20 miles per gallon in the city and about 27 miles per gallon on the highway. Again, not hybrid numbers, but for a 3-row SUV that can haul your family, your dog, and your questionable Costco decisions, that is solid. Here is where it gets ridiculous. A 2017 Highlander XLE with around 80,000 miles is $20,000 to $24,000. Now, compare that to a similar Lexus RX 350 which goes for $27,000, $30,000, or sometimes more. That is a $7,000 to $10,000 difference for vehicles that are mechanically cousins. And if you go look at a Toyota 4Runner now, you are talking $32,000 to $38,000 for less space and worse fuel economy. But hey, it looks cool at the organic grocery store, right? Let us talk real maintenance. Brake pads all around are about $300. Transmission fluid service is around $200. A water pump, if it ever goes, is roughly $600 to $700. These are normal numbers, not "I need to sit down and put my head between my knees" numbers. If you are shopping for one, here is what you check. First, the dashboard condition. Some older models had issues with cracking in hot climates. Second, tire wear. If the front tires are worn unevenly, the alignment was ignored. Not a deal breaker, just negotiate the price down. Third, the infotainment system. Test everything. If the screen lags, you are looking at about a $400 replacement. And here is the pro tip from the judge. Find one owned by older people. I am serious. Empty nesters, garage kept, maintained on schedule, driven gently. A Highlander owned by grandparents is basically a brand new car with more stories and maybe some old peppermint candies in the glove box. So, who should buy this? If you commute long distances, it is perfect. If you want Lexus-level reliability without Lexus-level pricing, it is perfect. If you have a family, even better. The second row is huge and the third row is actually usable for humans, not just tiny elves. Who should skip it? If you want something flashy, yeah, this is not it. Nobody is breaking their neck to look at a Highlander. If you want sporty driving, also not it. This thing drives like what it is, a comfortable family SUV. And if you are planning to climb mountains, get the 4Runner. This one prefers roads, not boulders. Here is my final take. If I had to buy one SUV today, keep it for the next 10 years, and spend the least amount of money possible over time, I would not even think twice. I would buy another Highlander. So, there you go. 3 SUVs the market forgot, but mechanics definitely did not. The Mazda CX-5 is cheap, reliable, and way more fun to drive than it has any right to be. The Kia Sorento is practical, durable, and criminally underrated by everyone except the people who actually fix them. And the Toyota Highlander is the smartest SUV purchase most people will never consider because they are too busy worrying about what the neighbors think. Next time you are standing on a dealer lot and a guy in a shiny suit tries to sell you something premium with a monthly payment that feels like rent for a 3-bedroom apartment, you will know better. You have the evidence. You have the facts. Do not let your ego pick your car, let your bank account do it for once. If this helped you see through the marketing smoke and mirrors, hit that like button right now. It tells the algorithm that you are part of the small group of people trying to make smarter financial decisions. Subscribe to the Auto Judge for more car advice that gives it to you straight without any of the nonsense. Drop a comment below and let me know which one of these you would put in your driveway, or tell me about a hidden gem I missed. Take care of your car so it does not take care of your entire wallet. Court is adjourned.